Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Wolfman again. I know I told you guys I was going to be making breakfast in the morning the other morning, and I didn't do that. Some unforeseen circumstances kind of came up, and so it just didn't work out the way I planned it to or the way I wanted it to. But and I apologize for that. But in that meantime, I came up with a new idea of how I'm going to select videos to do. Now, this is just a beginning version of it. It may get a little bit different as time goes on, but just to show you what I'm talking about here, the dartboard of faith, or fate, excuse me. Dartboard of fate. Now you can see it has 6 options on it right now, and what I'm gonna basically do is I'm gonna chuck a dart at the board, see where it lands, and that's gonna determine what this video is gonna be. Now, this is just some ideas that I had. Now, you guys put in the comments some suggestions that you have for the future. I can go ahead and write them down and throw them on the board, and we can choose from them. And it'll be completely random by chance, because I'm not that good of a shot with darts to be able to just I can't like nail bullseye every time I shoot at it. So it'll be random, but we'll see where it gets me. This time we have some ideas on here. Some of them say next on them, which means like for like a next video I can do it, because right now the time is not gonna allow me to do it. So we'll go with that next time. So if I hit it next, I'll just throw again and see where it lands, and we'll just try to get something for today, which really narrows our choices down to about 4 choices. So let's hope for the best, see where it goes. So I got my darts. Got my darts all set up right there, all nice and neat, ready to go. So I'm gonna set this up, see if it'll stand up right. All right, so you guys can still see me, I can still see you, we're good. I don't know if you can hear me, I'm talking pretty loud, so hopefully it works, but we're gonna give this a shot. Let's see where it lands. Absolutely nothing, so we're gonna keep trying, see if we can get something. Nothing. And if they don't land on anything, I'm just gonna choose like a dart that landed closest to something and see what I can do from there. So let's see if I can. All right, so I didn't hit anything, but I did get a dart very close to house tour, which is cool. I've already got an idea in mind for that one, so I'm not going to show you like my bedrooms or bathrooms, because in all honesty, who wants to see my bedroom and bathroom? That's none of y'all's business. Get off me. But anyways, I'll show you the main areas. I'll show you around kind of the land I live on. And it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty cool. At least I hope so. But anyways, why don't we get started? So, for starters, if you can't tell, I kind of already had this planned out a little bit. I didn't know it was going to land there, but if it did, I kind of had something prepared. So, here we go. So this is where I live. This is Justin, Texas. It's actually just outside of town here in Justin. Fairly open. I call it country. It kind of is not. Go around the back side of my house here. Okay, so as you see, I got pasture out there, sort of, and some cows. Say hi to the cows. There they are. There's usually a donkey walking around with them too, but I don't know where the donkey's at. I don't actually see him. I think that's only half of the group, half of the herd. So, there's one trying to get in my backyard. By the way, this fencing that's up right now, that chain link, and there's some horse wire around the bottom of the fence. I put that up myself so my dogs could run around in the backyard without just automatically just digging underneath it and getting out. But you can't get through there, buddy. I know you want to. Stop licking the wood. Whatever, my trampoline. But yeah, so that was my yard. So that was fun. It's pretty dark right now. Sorry if it's kind of light behind me. And that's better. Okay, so this is outside my house. Well, at least that part. And unfortunately, trying to relight my cigarette. unfortunately, I don't have a garage anymore. What I'm left with is a carport. So yeah, I got that going for me. So that's fun. It's kind of unfortunate, really. Not really a good place to keep all my tools in a carport, so I don't really do that. Got a shed in the back, but I just usually keep the lawnmower and stuff like that out there. For those of you who want to know what the house itself looks like, yeah, it's a double wide trailer, but which is not really what I would prefer. But you know, the rent's cheap, and it's actually not so bad inside. It doesn't look like much on the outside, but it's actually really nice. So let's go on inside and take a look-see. Dartboard of fate. See my nice little lanterns. Picked those up at World Market. Really like them. Kind of a Byzantine style, or Middle Eastern of some sort, for those of you who don't understand the word Byzantine. Anyways, but welcome to my home. So here's the living room. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice setup. Kind of open. I like it. Moving on, you get the kitchen here. Nice little area in the kitchen. Washer and dryer back there. Not a really big area for the washing area, clothes washing area, but you know, what are you gonna do? Dining room. Table's got some stuff on it. I've been trying to build one of those like metal earth, like the 3D laser printed metal models of an Apache, and it's going, but I'm gonna tell you, if any of you guys have ever built these things before, they're difficult. They take some work, and they're kind of a pain. I'm gonna be honest. Real delicate work. And the last one I tried to start building was from Star Wars, and I snapped one of the sheets in half on my, like the little piece that you're supposed to fold down and turn it into a shape. I snapped part of it off on my first when I first started the model, so I was really worried I was going to do that with this one, but it hasn't happened yet. So, well, it did with the Hellfire missile racks, unfortunately. So this one's just going to have rocket pods. Ugh, oops. But anyways, yeah, you know, don't judge me. It's meticulous work. It sucks. I got to do mostly with tweezers. Anyway, come on, nice little bookshelf. A rug that I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with yet, so it's just kind of hanging out there. But yeah, my bookshelf. Spent 2 hours putting that bookshelf together and just organizing all the books and putting them, or alphabetically by author, that is. But yeah, so continuing on. So, you know, living room from the other side. Yeah, get some pictures on the wall. And again, I'm not going to show you the other rooms, but there is the Well of the Souls. It's incomplete right now, hence the reason I'm not going to walk in there. I focused mostly on the outside of the house, well, the main living areas and stuff like that, trying to get them put together, and my bedroom, the master bedroom, just trying to get those all set up and good to go. And once I got done with this kind of stuff, which took a couple days or so, once I got done with it, I really didn't, I sat down, I was like, I don't want to mess with anything else. And honestly, I haven't really picked back up. So in there is a lot of unused decoration. It's got all my stuff in there, my personal decoration, like my army stuff is all in there. None of it's put up yet because I just ain't messed with it. I don't want to mess with it. It's kind of, forget that. This room, there we go. This room is my wife's kind of a craft room. So she does all her sewing and stuff in there for quilting and all that kind of stuff. Again, not set up yet, but that's all on her. I don't know her reasoning, and I don't really care to know. That's another bathroom, which who wants to see a bathroom for reals? But anyways, yeah, that's basically that. So, you know, moving on. I'm gonna walk through the kitchen here to the little, this is, you know, where the washer and dryer and stuff is at there. So, so bright. The backyard, again, from another angle here, directly out the back door. Moo cows. Got some moo cows. and a brush pile, There's a log out here. I need to go put that in the fireplace. It gets cold at nights. But anyway, I'm back at my house, so there you go. There's that. But yeah, that's really, I guess, all there is. Not really much else to show you. I wish there was. I really do. But there's really not. You know what though? I kind of want to make me a drink and have a talk. This wasn't on the dartboard of fate, this portion, but I feel like it's something that needs to be addressed. All right, we see a lot in the media, whether it's, social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, or on the news. We see it a lot now. People rioting, people just generally tearing stuff apart and causing just general mayhem, and protesting. That's honestly, look, first off, that's not how you protest. You want to protest? Fine. Though most people just don't listen to picketing, don't pay attention to the guys out there picketing, although you do attract attention, so you got that going for you. But we kind of generally can ignore it, so I understand if you're just trying to get yourself recognized as far as a protest is concerned. But really, violence and destruction, that's the way you're going to go with this? Look, I know very well you didn't vote for Trump. And you didn't want him. Okay, hey man, sorry, I'm really fiddling with the camera here just because I'm trying to get it to stay up. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, that'll work. I get it, you didn't vote for Trump. You wanted Hillary or Bernie. Fine, I get it. You're entitled to your own opinion. Everybody is. Fine. And I'm not gonna make this a discussion one way or another about the pluses or the pros and cons of Trump versus Hillary. It's not of that's not what this is about. Now, that's good. Anyways, I made a video about this before, I think, and it really kind of went a little more in depth, but I don't know if I actually focused on the idea of what I'm about to say. Look, guys, I understand you're upset. But protesting by blocking highways, which is first off a bad idea. Didn't your parents teach you about looking both ways before you cross a street? And they may not have directly said it, but I think it was implied. Don't stop in the middle of the street, especially a highway, and just stand there. I don't care how many people you got. That goes to the whole, pedestrians have the right of way. Yeah, well, cars hurt. A car can kill you. And some of these people, I know, so especially where I'm from, a lot of these people, they will not put up with that. They'll plow straight through you. You want to sit out on the highway and protest and link arms and sing "We Are the World," you're gonna get plowed into. Some dude in a big old diesel is gonna just run you over. Because he's gotta get where he's gotta go. And you're just making people late for crap. Really? I understand you ain't got nowhere to be at that moment. That's why you're there. Fine. But other people do. They got places they gotta go. What if there's a person trying to get to the hospital? Because their wife is in labor or their child is ill or just it's an emergency. What if it's an ambulance? And I've seen this. This has been on a video that I saw. I think it was on Facebook. It was an ambulance, and people were blocking the ambulance in the name of protest. No. It doesn't work that way. And you're worried that because Trump is president, he's gonna start a war. There's gonna be violence. There's gonna be all this other stuff going on. Well, you're doing it yourself. He's not even, and I'm gonna make this very, very clear to all of you. He ain't in office yet. I don't know if you guys realize this.
Obama is still our president. Barack Obama is still our president. Donald Trump is president-elect, which means that yes, he has been elected, but he has not been inaugurated into the White House yet. He has not taken his oath of office yet. That won't happen until like January 20th, y'all. So all these posts I see about day one of Trump's presidency and all kinds of crazy shit happening, guys, he's not the president yet. So you can't sit there and start blaming crap on him, especially when 90% of it is your fault. People getting drug out of their cars and beaten in the streets because they supported Trump. What is that? Are you claim to be about peace? You want to stop all the violence and stuff like that. So the first thing you do is you go out and beat up Trump supporters? That's not how we do it, man. That's not how this works. And yes, I know that when Obama was getting into office, there was a lot of Republican people in favor of the Republican Party. They were out there protesting. They didn't get violent. They just, made crazy demands. And I'm not saying the Republicans are perfect. They're just as flawed. There are some Republicans out there. They're so right-wing, they are insane. They're just ludicrous. They're crazy. But the same goes with the left. And right now what we're seeing is a lot of people who are voting for the Democratic candidate, either it be Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton, whatever, they were voting for them. They're the crazy left. You got the Black Lives Matter movement, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to pick on Black Lives Matter. That's really not my aim, but I can't think of an actual name to give to any specific group. Like an organization, really. But you got the LBGT guys out there. You got the Hispanic people out there and talking about the immigration thing. And I'm not going to put my opinion one way or another because it's irrelevant. It really is. My point is, guys, you want peace? Stop trashing crap. Stop going out there and throwing Molotov cocktails, busting out car windows and flipping police cars and stuff like that. Beating people in the streets. You want peace? Good way to stop it is to stop, or good way to have peace is to stop doing the violent shit. How are you guys missing this? How are people out there so stupid that they think that the best way to get peace is to by violently protesting? Violent protest. Okay, word to the wise, onions, a stack of onions is not a good place to hold an iPhone to record or anything like that. I mean, I'm trying to make it work. It's just, it's not working out too good. I'm trying to make it work though. I guess I can just hold it, why not? Anyways, again, violent protest is not the way to go, especially if you want peace. All you people that said you were with Hillary Clinton and I'm with her and all that stuff. Are you seeing now why people voted for Trump? Because all you people that have been supporting her have just been doing crazy stuff. And personally, I don't know about the rest of the United States. I'm tired of the craziness. At this point, it doesn't matter to me who's in office, as long as the craziness stopped. I've said before, the power doesn't lie with the president, it lies with the people. So when the people are absolutely batshit nuts and doing crazy stuff that don't make no sense. Our towns are in poverty and they're in shambles. We're gonna protest and bust out store windows and loot and riot and set buildings on fire. Huh? How about in protest of your town or your community or whatever being in shambles because of the economy's all jacked up, instead of doing this violent protest against it? What? Against, whatever government economic sanctions or whatever you want to call it, whatever the reasoning is that you perceived reasoning that you say, that you call as at fault for it. How about you go out there, organize a peaceful protest? And you get people together and you build somebody a house because they needed it, because their house is falling apart or whatever the reason may be. People aren't broken. They're not incapable of doing such things. Every one of you guys are out there running around, and I do mean running, quickly running down the street. It's like, what a run is. It's like walking, but really fast. That's called running. You're capable of running. You're capable of flipping a damn police car over, bashing windows open with a baseball bat, which means if you're capable of swinging a baseball bat, you're capable of swinging a hammer. You guys, instead of being destructive, be constructive and build something. Be creative, be constructive. Build something nice, build something wonderful. A destitute family who's losing their house. Build them a house and then pitch in to help this family and make your neighborhood and make your community better. That is how you do things. You know, stop being destructive and stop wasting people's time. I'm sorry, it just doesn't make any sense to me why you would do that. Sometimes I hate having a mustache because you get all the water or whatever liquid stuck up in there and it just stays and then it drips. I'm not used to facial hair, people. It's weird. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, guys, come on. Let's be reasonable. Let's be adults here. Leave all the whining and the bitching and moaning and the butt hurt and all that stuff. Leave that to little kids, because that's what kids do. They don't get their way and they throw temper tantrums. We know this. This is just a fact of life. Kids don't get their way and they throw temper tantrums. As adults, as parents, I'm not a parent, but a parent should discipline their kid. When they start acting that way, you find a way to get them to stop acting that way. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. That's your job. And also, I don't want to be labeled as like I'm a child abuser or something, because I personally believe in spanking. I really do. I mean, I got spanked all the time when I was a kid. I was a little shit. But anyways, you stop your kid from doing that because it's not right. You don't get your way all the time, and you're not going to go into your parents or whatever. Why do we let adults do it? All these kids in high school, or not high school, excuse me, in college, protesting. We're not going to let whites through this interest because they're white, because they're racist. And what you just said wasn't? Oh no, black people can't be racist, or Mexican people can't be racist. Only white people can be racist. Y'all, stop that crap. It's all racism. Every bit of it is. I don't think the racist issue is that big of an issue, or at least it wasn't. Y'all have made it a big issue. And I'm not anti-black, I'm not anti-Mexican, or anything like that. I believe we can all live together and work to create a great nation in unison, in harmony with each other. And I agree with Morgan Freeman. You want to end racism? Stop talking about it. You know? Stop assuming things about people. Generally, people aren't bad people. People aren't bad, generally. I mean, you'll run across bad apples now and then, but generally, people aren't bad. You just got to give them the chance to show that. Be good to each other. I've said this again and again and again. Be good to each other, y'all. It's not hard. It's not hard to go out there and not be a dick. It's not difficult. Anyway, I'm sorry. I wanted to make that rant because I've been seeing it more and more and more ever since Trump got elected. I've been seeing it more and more and more. And this is another thing, guys. Stop posting that crap on Facebook. Let Facebook go back to silly memes about dogs and cats and stupid shit again. Stop making our public figures out to be clowns. They're only clowns because you make them that way. Hey, this guy's a clown. Why? Because you made a meme about him? Stop doing it. Show some respect for our public figures. Even if it was Hillary Clinton, I didn't like her. I don't like Hillary Clinton. I don't agree with anything she says at all. But if she was elected to office, I wouldn't sit there and make fun of her. Why? Because she is the commander-in-chief, she's the president of the United States, and I have respect for the office. I may not respect the person, but I respect the office. And if that's the position she holds, I gotta respect it. So, knock it off, guys. If you seriously have nothing better to do with your time than to sit down and make Trump memes and stuff like that, maybe you should get a second job or something. Seriously. I mean, I'm sure there's like 90,000 different more productive things you could be doing. Read a book, because apparently a lot of you guys don't read books. You need to. Pick up a damn book and read. Anyways, there's so many different things you could do. just stop making fun of our public figures, guys. It's unbecoming. That's a good way to say it. It's unbecoming of you as an individual, of you as an American citizen, if you are an American citizen. I am completely against illegal immigration, and a lot of people are going to bash me for this, I'm sure, and I don't give a fuck. If you're willing to put in the work to come over here and then protest about how you deserve to be here, then you should be willing to put in the time and effort to just become a citizen. And we will welcome you with open arms if you took the time to legally immigrate here. I have nothing against immigrants. But if you just jumped over, it's like, let me put it this way, guys. It's like this dude just walked into your house, some random guy off the street just walked into your house, grabbed a beer out of the fridge, sat down on the couch and started watching TV. You come out, you're like, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing here? Oh, I live here. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. I'm here. I'm in this space. I live here. I washed the dishes, so I believe I earned my right to be here. Nah, dude, you didn't. You wouldn't allow that. You wouldn't like that. That is what illegal immigration is, and that's why we have the laws in place that we do, because we don't want people coming over here and just basically placing themselves where they don't belong. Now, again, if you're willing to come over here, go through the immigration process, which I know is probably a pain in the ass. I wouldn't know. I was born here, but whatever. If you're willing to go through the immigration process, I'm sure it's a pain in the ass, but you're willing to put into that effort because it shows that you want to be an American and you want to be a part of this nation. You know what? Again, we will welcome you with open arms. Welcome to America. Here's your American flag. Fly it proudly, because now it represents you as an individual. So there you go. But anyways, I'm about done ranting. This is probably the longest video I've ever done. It's going on 30 minutes now. So anyways, yeah, hope you enjoyed the tour of my house. I know it was short. There wasn't a lot I had to show you. My house is, basically generally like anybody else's house. There's really nothing special. But that's just what the dart landed on. And then because I still felt like I had some time and wanted to have a drink with y'all and have a discussion, we had that nice little rant. Please listen closely to what I said and take it into consideration. I'm not asking. I don't want to argue. I want to discuss. If you guys have a differing opinion, please fire it my way. I would be glad to have a discussion, an intellectual discussion, not an argument. If you get argumentative, I'll ignore you and I'll block you. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. But if you want to discuss calmly and rationally these issues, I'd be willing to. I don't like to get political, especially over this. I mean, I do with some of my friends. We have political discussions, but a lot of that's way above my head. It's above my pay grade. But I mean, I have my beliefs, and I will be willing to discuss on that level our beliefs with each other. And you know what? We may never come to an agreement. We may have to agree to disagree, but I'm not going to hold that against you as a person. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Doesn't mean we can't be friends, guys. Anyway, that's all I have. So you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Keep on keeping on and all that jazz, And oh, by the way, guys, I got a haircut. Don't look good? Got a nice haircut? Yeah. I'm trying to grow this out on top. But anyway, my mop up there. Anyways, you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We will see you guys again in the next video. Take it easy.